welcome back to my channel. Last time I showed you how to build the first part of the doll leg, the socks, the long socks, like this one here. So we built this one. It was about 8.5 centimeters. Now we're gonna go and add another 5 centimeters of the skin part, the ties, like to complete the full leg. I already went ahead and added on this one leg, so I'm just going to demonstrate to you how I did that. And yeah, and if you measure, this one is about 5 centimeters, so this is what we want to achieve. Okay, so you have your two loops. Sorry, I have a bit of a cold. And then you go ahead, take your yarn, your brown yarn, pass it over, and then you grab and just pass it in between those two loops. And while you control the tension, you can see I'm holding that at the back so it doesn't get too loose. And then I'll come again on the first, next to that I go to the next hole, enter, grab, and come out. Now I have my brown yarn, the beginning of my brown yarn. Okay, and then we're just gonna go around. Again, the secret of this is to control the tension. That is not too loose, not too tight, but tight enough so you can, like, when you add the stuffing, it doesn't show, and not too tight that you can also pass your crochet needle in between the loops. Okay, and then I'm just gonna get those thread out of my way. Remember, you don't cut this one, you don't cut them. So I'm just gonna push them inside because they're a little bit in my way. Get to the next one. I hope you can see. And you remember when we did it last time, it was 8 stitches. So, and I had like the needle to the pin to guide me. I forget that I'm doing a tutorial, so I should have this too, so you can see what's going on. So there, so if we're gonna count that, it's like 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, yeah, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So we have 8 here, and we know that this is where the 8, yeah. So now we have the first row of our skin, and then we're just gonna carry on and just go round and round. Again, you can see how I'm controlling the tension with both my finger and the crochet. Not too tight, not too loose. I don't you always have to measure. I just put them together, and then I can have an idea of how much I need to do. So just do like this. But yeah, you do what works for you. Measure or just put them together. I think we have our 5 centimeters length. Now that I have my 2 legs complete, I'm just gonna add the stuffing inside. So now that we have this here, okay, you have to pay attention, okay? Now that we have both legs, I'm gonna go ahead and show you how to attach, how to build the body. So your needle crochet is there, and we're gonna build like a 2 chain stitch. So we have this one, so you take this one, hold it there, secure it with your finger at the back. You take that, secure it there so it doesn't get loose, and then you take your purple. You have to be really patient with this because yeah, it's fiddly, it's tricky. Be patient. You're probably gonna have to try a couple of times for it to work. So you pass it over your needle, and then you take that part again. I don't know if you can see. Hold it at the back. Yeah, you see how I say it's because I'm on in front of the camera. I usually do this very quickly. So make sure you just secure them both, yeah, so it doesn't get too loose, and then you just grab that in, grab in, out. Yeah, so now you have 2 stitch, yeah, and now you're gonna go get ahead and get your second leg, and where you stopped last time you see it because you have this cord here. Again, just be very patient, yeah. You enter there underneath it, grab, come out, grab, out. That's it. Now you have connected both legs. I don't know if you can see the zoom, and then you just go to the next hole. Yeah, grab. Now we're gonna crochet. This is much more tricky on the camera. We're gonna crochet all around it, okay? So just watch. So next one. Okay, now we went around one leg. We're gonna come onto the So we went around this one leg with the purple. When we get to the last stitch, go in, now we have to continue crocheting on the chain, okay? Oh, so you go in, you can see we're crossing that bridge and going to the second leg, okay? And then once you cross that bridge, just go on to the next hole. Oh. That's it. We are not crossing onto the next leg, and we're gonna go around again until we reach the other side of the bridge. Don't do what I've done here where I put too much stuffing, or you can, if it bothers you, remove it so you have that space. It's gonna make sense a little bit in a minute when I go around it. You're gonna see what I'm doing. Don't worry about these dangling yarn. I'm gonna put them in later. Just don't cut them off. So now we reach the other side of the bridge. Yeah, we're now gonna put the needle in again, and across that bridge, crochet, crossing the bridge, to join the both legs. Onto the other side. Then we carry on crocheting. So after going round a couple of times, I'm going to show you, you should end up with something like this. So you have both legs, you have your bridge that you've built, and then you just join it by going round and round and round, and you should have something like this. So if you join your leg and you have something like this, you are in the right direction. So now you should have this, and you can see we were already drawing, and we have like that form like a pants. So you should have like an inch height or 5 row, depending how you want. So now we're gonna go and decrease just to give like a hip impression. So because you're a beginner, I'm just gonna do it the way I started, but there's different way to decrease. So you have one hole here. Instead of putting your needle here, you put it in the second one. So I'll put it here, grab, that's the first decrease, instead of putting there, I put in the next one. That's the second one, and that's enough for that side. And I'm just gonna crochet. I'm gonna crochet around it without decreasing until I get to the other corner. Again, no, we get in there. One decrease, not in there, but the second one, get in there. Second decrease. Now that we have decreased both sides of our hips, yeah, you can go ahead and add the stuffing. Just for the sake of this tutorial, I will have two different colors for this dress, so it's easy for you to see. So we're gonna cut off the purple about 2.5 inch long. Don't cut it too short. So you take your second color. You don't need to have the same color as me. This is just so I can demonstrate, but you can use any color you like for your doll. Even for the skin, it doesn't have to be a black doll. You can, yeah, I'm just demonstrating with my prefer, like the colors up. Yeah, I have. So now I'm gonna attach the white one. So again, make sure you have the tension on there. You hold this one tight at the back, and then you take your next color, which this one is cream, put over your needle, and you just pass it in between the two loops. It's not quite secure yet. You have to come to the next hole, grab it, and come out. And there you go. Now you can now start building the bodice, okay? That's it. We reached the other part. We're just gonna carry on building it. We need another 4 or 5 row, and then yeah, so just carry on, continue crocheting until we reach the length we want. So now you can see I've done like 4 rows, and that's about 2 centimeters. One side is gonna look like it's not even, this side is 3, but like the purple one kind of add onto it. It's never gonna be matching, like, yeah. So for 2 centimeters all around, and I'm gonna stop it there for now, and then I'm gonna like go ahead and add the arms. So I'm already crocheted one arm, which is going to be attached here, and then I'm going to show you how I crochet the second arm. It's the same principle as like how we started the leg, but just to refresh your memory, I'll show you that on camera. And once we do that, and then I will show you how to build the rest of the doll. But you can see how we're progressing. And yeah, if you have reached this level, yeah, you should tap your shoulder, because yeah, you've done amazing. And if you haven't, don't give up, keep on trying, you're gonna get there, okay? So just like last time, you take your yarn, you go 1, 2, put your crochet under, yeah, remove your finger, grab the long yarn, and then take in, take out, and then you have that secure, and then you go for this one. We do 6 stitches. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then you remember you have to come and pull this one, and it closes the gap in between, and now you don't have any gap there, and you can now go ahead and build. And remember to put your pin here. I just do it for this video. I normally don't, but just so you have some kind of reference. So we're just gonna go ahead and build. Same principle like the first video, just it's the same like how we built the legs. Yeah, a bit fiddly because it's tight, it's smaller, but yeah, just push the needle through and just go build it around. I'm gonna turn this, remember, give you that little basket again, turn it inside. Yeah, this is very fiddly, so it gets smaller. So this is your little basket, and then we're just gonna go ahead and crochet all of. So now we have both arms. Yeah, I've reached the end. It's about, let's measure, about 9 centimeters. Yeah, about 9 centimeters, and you can have them longer if you want, but I'm happy with this one. And so after putting the stuffing, what I do, I will just like put the needle in, go to the other side, come out and close. So we just want to close that gap in the middle, so you go again in, oops, to the other end, bring it out, and then in to the other corner, out, and that's it. You have your arms here ready. And in the next video I'll show you how to attach these 2 arms onto the body. Thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and if you're new to this channel and you want to learn, please go back and watch part 1, and you can continue in this video. Thank you.